Taxi Vlog 305. It is now the 9th of May. The 9th of May, and it's a beautiful day, and I've had 4 really good weeks. Now it's the Friday of the end of 4 weeks. Oh, weed whacker. Yeah. Spring is into full bloom here. We've got What? Oh, no, I'm not going to get you. You're too far away. Yeah. So, Monday I came out. It was steady all night. I was doing all right. 4 in the morning, I get a call, goes to the airport. $150 in my pocket. Beautiful. Tuesday was almost a carbon copy of Monday. I came out, it was steady, it was good. Same thing happened. Airport in the morning. This time it was run to the airport. It was this old guy using coupons, and there are $5 coupons, and he used 10 of them. $50 out to the airport on coupons. That's the second time I've ever done Taxi Saver coupons out to the airport, and the other drivers don't believe me. They say, I've never had a Taxi Saver out to the airport. Well, it was some old guy who was going back east because there was a death in the family, and he has Taxi Saver coupons. Yeah, that's sort of like the program that the local transit... Why you want to send me way over there? Fuck. That's 2 way over there. I don't want to go over there. On a Friday or a Saturday, you want trips nearby, not all the way through traffic and traffic lights. It takes you 10 minutes to get there, and by the time you get there, they're gone. On a Friday or Saturday, you want it nearby and straight ahead. What? Another one fart? Well, you know what? I think I might go for this one. I might go for this one. I mean, it's a little ways off, but it's enough time for me to talk to you, and it's at a residence rather than at a shopping mall. If it's at a shopping mall or a store or something like that, forget it, because they're going to find another way if it takes you more than 10 minutes to get there. Just a rule of thumb. It's not 100% carved in stone, but it's like that. People disappear from shopping malls. From their house, no, they'll wait till you get there. Wednesday. I thought Wednesday was kind of slow, and it was at the beginning. It was slow at the beginning, and then after about 11 it started picking up, and I didn't get all that much reading done. I kept getting calls, and in the end of the night I ended up doing as well as the Monday or the Tuesday, but without having to have an airport run. And the tips were good, and the people were cheerful. Last night it rained. Last night it rained quite a bit, and I didn't feel like being out here. At one point I cleared, not too far from home, conveniently at about the time when I usually give Cindy a call and say hello and ask her how her day was and what she wants to do tomorrow. I dropped in at home. Sorry, that's chicken pot pie. I had a good dinner. So I went home. I embraced Cindy and really felt like staying there. But you know, the last 2 trips I had were good ones. They're like $20 trips, and before that it was dead, but I figured, okay, go back out there and read my book. BMW M3 with some kind of modified exhaust. Doesn't look stock. Whatever. People got lots of money to spend on cars, I guess. I know I don't. Yeah, so the rest of the night I kind of show off. The rest of the night I kind of ended up getting good trips and connecting, you know. I'd clear from one and get a $20 trip and get another $20 trip. And there was one point where I had gone to sleep for an hour and a half, and then I got another call. And that call was to a Subway. Now all the Subway stores are closed at 4 in the morning. And this guy went out to the Western Communities for another $30, and then as soon as I dropped him off, I got another call to take the baker down to the donut shop to go to work in the morning. And since it was my short night, I quit at 5. I went and washed the car and vacuumed it out and everything. Cleaned up everything. Then I went home in the morning. And so I had 4 really good nights this week. I think I've made more money in those 4 nights than I used to do before a month ago in the whole week. And I still have Friday night to go now. And my lease is already paid and then some through Interacts and coupons and stuff. And I've got so everything I make tonight, except for what I pour into the gas tank, which will be at the most $20, is going directly into my pocket. So there's an incentive to be out here on Friday night after working all week. Yeah. So that's just going swimmingly. I've got 2 months of rent in the bank. Nothing to do this weekend except get some rust-resistant paint, scrape the rocker panels off my little car and all the loose rust and flaky paint that's on there, and just put rust-resistant paint on there so it won't rust anymore. That's the only thing about the bodywork of that car. The rocker panels are rusty. So 1 can of paint, a couple of paint brushes, and that will be good to go for several years. I'm reading Hybrids by Whitley Strieber. It's all it's based on these aliens coming to Earth back in the 1950s, making a deal with President Eisenhower, and them working in collaboration with geneticists with advanced gene splicing technology and creating hybrids between humans, animals, and aliens, making the perfect soldier, more intelligent than people, and quicker and faster and better, but kind of being a slave, having no rights because he's not human. And I'm about halfway through that. And it's mind candy, it's something to kill the time, but I haven't had that much time to kill this week, seeing as I was so busy. And it's only, I guess, 3.5 weeks before we go on vacation, so we'll be putting some videos on the Feckwig channel again soon-ish. June, July. Yeah, June, July we'll be starting to put some videos up. And yeah, you know, I'll talk about tonight later on in the morning. So far this week's been going great. The end of 4 weeks in a row of really good times. It's like the old days when I started making taxi vlogs, the kind of money I'm making now. I really do hope that this is finally the economic recovery that we've been waiting for, and the return to prosperity, and finally being able to afford things like taking a week off and going to the beach, or just getting groceries, or rewarding myself with a bottle of scotch at the end of the week after working and knowing that my being tired is because I worked for it, not because I'm bored. Well, it's about 5:45, and I'm in the big mess and monstrosity known as the Uptown Mall. Why did I go this way? I don't know. Anyhow, as far as Fridays go, it was nothing spectacular. It was kind of so-so for a Friday night. I didn't do that great. I mean, I did okay, but it could have been so much better. It was rather dead at the beginning of the night. I think I was having one trip an hour for the first 3 hours, between 6 and 9 o'clock. I guess by the time I called Cindy, I had 100 on. That was at 10 o'clock. Now between 10 and 1, it was okay out here. And why are these people wandering right out into the roadway? I guess they are Walmart people who work here, and they're just wandering in. Yeah. Well, yeah, it wasn't that wonderful. Between 1 and 3, there was nothing much, and after 3, there was a couple of longer fares, but you know, it was like one trip an hour again. And I mean, I did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25 minus 1, 24 and 4. I did 28 trips, but I still didn't do all that well. Under 400, about 360 or so. I'm just gonna clean up a little bit here. Maybe shake these mats out, because they could use a shaking. I spent the last hour sleeping before this last fair. There's always crap in here, but I don't want to spend $2 on a vacuum. That doesn't look too bad. Shake this mat out. I mean, I washed the whole fucking thing yesterday. Well, we're at the gas pump, so I hope yours is better than mine.